Hello, everyone. In this presentation, I'll begin by introducing the study I choose to critique. Is the topic of this critique is the effects of nature walk on reducing the anxiety among the university students. So the introduction is the topic of this critique is the effects of nature walks on reducing the anxiety among the university students. So this study explores whether spending time in natural environments such as walking in parks or forests can meaningfully reduce the anxiety levels in college aged individuals. So it's considering how common stress and the academic pressure or for the students. So this research carries the real world relevance. So the article I selected is published on Science Direct, and I have attached the full link here on the slide for reference. So on the right hand of the slide, you can see the image. It's representing the everyday reality of many students sitting at their desks and working intensely, and it's clearly feeling overwhelmed. This visual helps emphasize why students on stress reduction are more important. And here the next slide is first read my experience. It's a read once straight through and understood the main idea and the struggle with the scientific terms, and the second one which gave me the clarity. So on the first read, I got the main point that compared the outdoor nature walks with the indoor treadmill walks, but the academic language it slowed me down. The picture of the student you can see here, it captures exactly how I felt. It's focused but needing a deeper read. After my second read, the studies designed and its message become much clear. And next, the five W's are here how I broke down these. The who was the 120 university students and what was the 30 minutes nature versus the indoor walks. And at first, I missed the when, but I found it later. It is the spring 2021. So the why was what drew me in finding low cost ways to reduce the anxiety. And the icon here help can it makes each W stands out visually, so it's easier to follow too. And next slide is about abstract review. So, on my first read of the abstract felt packed with the data, it's almost too dense. After finishing the old paper, I went back and found it much clearer. So, this photo of the sky represents that moment of clarity. It's how the study's purpose cleared up after the deeper reading. It's still for general readers, it would use plainer wording and the less jargon too. And when it comes to it's it's a clearly written testing if nature walks lower the anxiety compared the indoor walks, and it was easy to find, and it's a personally relevant, and I have always felt calmer outdoors. The target image emphasizes how sharply focused this study's purpose was: simple, direct, and meaningful. Design and the methods. The study used a randomized control trial, the gold standard for comparing the conditions. Students were randomly assigned to nature or indoor walks. Anxiety were measured both through the self reports and the cortisol levels. Here, the flow chart helps visualize the structure from the assignment. Um, from assignment to results. Here you can see showing how organized and unbiased the design was. So here the duration is about 30 minutes. It is three times a week for 2 weeks. The groups here, it is nature versus indoor, and the result, it measured in anxiety and the cortisol levels. Next, numbers that matter. The numbers tell a strong story. Anxiety dropped about 25% in the nature groups, but only the 5% indoors. So the cortisol, when it's compared to that, is our stress hormone fell 18% outdoors and barely moved indoors. As you can see here, the simple um, bar chart shows the dramatic difference here. To me, that means a small lifestyle change can create a real and the measurable benefits. And next, findings. So what? This study shows nature walks are not just nice. You can see here how happy they are. They're truly lower anxiety. This image of the students walking outdoors, it captures the spirit of that result. It's relevant to any campus looking to boost the mental health affordably. It inspired me to take short outdoor breaks when I feel stressed. It can supports the university wellness programs, and it's a cost-free mental health tool, and it is personally very meaningful and it's inspiring too. And when it comes to the strengths and weakness, here's my critique. The strengths are clear aim and the good design and the measurably outcomes. So make the study trustworthy. But its weakness include much jargon, a small sample, and the short timeline. So here you can see the balance scale represents this trade-off. So the solid design weighed down by its complexity. If rewritten for a general audience, it could reach and help far more readers, definitely. And wrap up and reflection. To wrap up, the study delivers on its promise. It's confirmed that short, simple nature walks can genuinely reduce the anxiety in students. So the sunset image here symbolizes the peace and reflection. Exactly how this research felt me feeling. For me. It's a proof that self-care, it doesn't need to be complex. Sometimes it's just a walk in the park. That's it. Thank you.